Bullying and Its Impact on Child Development by Brianna Canning, Psych 3206 with Dr. Ray Taylor. Definition of bullying. Bullying is a form of aggressive behavior that is intentional, repeated, and involves a power imbalance. This means that one person or group has more physical, social, or emotional power over another person. It occurs when a stronger individual or group targets someone more vulnerable, and unlike normal conflict, bullying is ongoing and meant to cause harm or distress. Bullying can take place in person, such as at school, or through digital platforms, which is known as cyberbullying. Understanding this definition is important because it helps us recognize that bullying is not just a one-time disagreement, but a repeated, harmful behavior that can seriously affect development. Now that we understand what bullying is, it's important to look at the different ways it can occur. Types of bullying. There are several different types of bullying, and each one can affect children in different ways. Physical bullying includes behaviors like hitting, kicking, pushing, or damaging someone's property. Verbal bullying involves name-calling, insults, threats, or teasing. Social or rational bullying includes spreading rumors, excluding others, or damaging someone's reputation. Cyberbullying happens through social media, texting, or other online platforms. Even though these types may look different, they can all negatively affect a child's emotional and psychological development. Age group and importance. Bullying is most common among school-age children and adolescents, especially during middle school years. This stage of life is very important because children are developing their identity, building peer relationships, and learning how to manage emotions. Negative experiences during this time can interfere with normal developmental milestones, including emotional, cognitive, and social growth. Early exposure to bullying can also have long-term effects that continue into adulthood, which is why it's such an important issue to address early. To better understand these effects, we first need to look at what normal development looks like during childhood. Physical development. During normal childhood development, children experience steady growth in height, weight, and physical strength. The brain is also continuing to develop, especially areas related to decision-making and emotional regulation. Children gain better coordination and motor skills, which allows them to participate in school and social activities. Overall, physical health plays a major role in supporting learning, behavior, and emotional stability. Physical development is just one part of overall growth, and children are also developing cognitively during this time. Cognitive development. In terms of cognitive development, children begin to improve their memory, attention, and ability to process information. They start thinking more logically and are better able to solve problems. Academic skills like reading, writing, and math develop rapidly during this time. Cognitive development is strongly influenced by a child's environment and experiences. Because these skills are still developing, negative experiences like bullying can interfere with the child's ability to lose focus, learn, and perform well in school. This shows how closely development and environment are connected. Social and emotional development. Social and emotional development is also a key part of childhood. Children begin forming friendships and peer relationships which are essential for social growth. During this time, the development of self-esteem and self-concept becomes increasingly important. Children also learn how to manage their emotions and respond appropriately in social situations. Positive social experiences can help build confidence and emotional resilience. This stage also makes children more vulnerable to bullying, since their self-esteem and peer relationships are still developing and can be easily affected by negative experiences. With that in mind, we can now look at the specific impacts bullying has on development. Emotional impact of bullying. Bullying can have a serious emotional impact on children. Victims often experience anxiety, depression, and increased stress levels. Bullying can also lead to low self-esteem and feelings of worthlessness. Many children may feel isolated, fearful, or unsafe in their environment. This emotional distress can interfere with normal emotional development and overall well-being. Over time, these emotional effects can build up and impact a child's overall mental health. Cognitive and academic impact. Bullying does not just affect emotions, it also impacts learning. Children who are bullied may have difficulty focusing, concentrating, and retaining information. They may experience declining academic performance and lower grades. Some students may avoid school altogether due to fear, leading to increased absenteeism. Over time, these negative experiences can reduce motivation to learn and succeed academically. These academic challenges often connect to other long-term effects as well. Physical and long-term effects. Bullying can also lead to physical and long-term health effects. Chronic stress from bullying can cause headaches, stomach aches, and sleep problems. Over time, this stress increases the risk of mental health disorders in adulthood. It can also make it harder for individuals to form healthy relationships later in life. In severe cases, bullying has been linked to self-harm and suicidal thoughts, showing just how serious the issue can be. Because of these serious effects, it's also important to understand which groups may be more vulnerable. Cultural and social disparities. Bullying does not affect all groups equally. Bullying rates can vary across racial and ethnic groups, with some research showing higher reporting among white youth. However, LGBTQ+ youth experience significantly higher levels of victimization. Additionally, youth with multiple minority identities, such as being both LGBTQ+ and part of a racial or ethnic minority group, are at even greater risk. Cultural differences can also influence how bullying is perceived and reported. These differences highlight why a one-size-fits-all approach to prevention may not be effective. Gender and resource differences. There are also differences based on gender and access to resources. Boys are more likely to experience physical bullying, while girls are more likely to experience relational or social bullying. Access to mental health resources can vary depending on social economic status and community support. In some cultures, stigma may prevent children from reporting bullying or seeking help. Schools in under-resourced areas may also lack effective prevention programs. Because of these differences, targeted prevention and intervention strategies are especially important. Prevention and intervention. There are several important strategies for preventing and addressing bullying. Schools can implement anti-bullying programs and policies to create safer environments. Providing counseling and psychological support is also important for helping victims cope. It's also important to involve parents, teachers, and the community in prevention efforts. Teaching social-emotional skills like empathy and conflict resolution can help reduce bullying behaviors. These strategies are most effective when they are constantly supported across both school and home environments. Importance of prevention. Prevention and early intervention are crucial. Addressing bullying early helps reduce long-term emotional and psychological harm. It also supports healthy cognitive, social, and emotional development. Effective prevention improves school safety and academic outcomes. Overall, it helps create a more inclusive and supportive environment for all students. This highlights the importance of treating bullying as a serious developmental issue. Conclusion. In conclusion, bullying is a serious issue that affects many areas of childhood development. It can disrupt physical, cognitive, and emotional growth. Cultural disparities show that some groups are more vulnerable and need additional support. Because of these impacts, prevention and early intervention are essential for promoting positive outcomes and healthy development. Overall, addressing bullying is not just about stopping negative behavior, but also about supporting healthy growth and well-being for all children. And these are my references for all of my slides. Thank you.